Historical Jesus came as a pneumatic master to teach other pneumatics how to navigate the realm controlled by the archons without being consumed by it. And among his most practical teachings was precisely this: how to instantly identify the archons so as never to grant them your energy, trust, or attention. The Gospel of Thomas, a Gnostic text rediscovered in 1945, contains fragments of this knowledge that conventional scholars often misinterpret as spiritual metaphors. In saying 67, Jesus states, "If two are united in one house, they will say to the mountain, 'Move from here,' and it will move." Traditional interpreters see this merely as a metaphor about faith and prayer. But the Gnostics understood that Jesus was speaking about inner unity, the integration of the divine spark with the human vehicle. When this integration is complete, the pneumatic being acquires a capacity that the archons fear above all else: clear vision. Not with physical eyes, but with the eye of the soul, the ability to perceive what truly animates the bodies around them. This perception, however, requires activation, and activation comes through a specific question. Take a moment now. Breathe deeply. What I'm about to share is not mere information, it is an energetic transmission. The question that Jesus taught cannot be understood intellectually alone. It must be received as a vibrational frequency. The question is simple. What do you love? 4 words, that's all. What do you love? At first glance, it seems trivial, almost childish, but pneumatic teachings always follow this structure. The deepest truths are hidden in the simplest language. The archons are prepared to answer complex, esoteric questions, laden with spiritual terminology. They have learned to perfectly imitate this type of discourse, but there is something they cannot imitate: genuine love. Not transactional or conditional love, but agape, unconditional love that flows directly from the divine source. When you ask a human being, "What do you love?" something happens in their energy field. Their heart center activates, their eyes light up. They access deep emotional memories. The answer emerges warmly, even if the words are simple. My children, nature, the sunrise. The frequency behind the words is unmistakable. When the same question is directed to an archon in human form, something completely different occurs. There is a pause, a momentary darkness, an inner search. Why? Because archons do not love. They cannot love. Love is the only frequency that the demiurge failed to replicate when he built this material world. The archons can feign compassion, pretend friendship, and perform empathy with impressive precision. But true love, the recognition of the divine spark in another being, is impossible for them. When confronted with the question, they must improvise, calculate, and construct an answer that seems human. And in this construction they reveal themselves. Jesus taught his disciples to observe 7 unmistakable signs that appear when an archon attempts to answer the question, "What do you love?" These indicators instantly reveal that you are not facing a human soul, but an entity, archontis in human form. First sign, the delayed response. When a human being hears the question, "What do you love?" the answer begins to form instantly. It may take a few moments to find the right words, but the energy shifts immediately. You realize they are accessing something genuine. An archon, on the other hand, will pause for a slightly longer time, 1, 2, 3 seconds. The delay is subtle, but once you learn to identify it, it becomes obvious. They are not accessing memories or emotions.